It's been called the miracle question. Henry Ford first asked the miracle question when he launched Ford Motor Company, and in turn, he became the world's first billionaire. But Ford wasn't the first to discover this question, nor would he be the last. Sam Walton asked this question, the miracle question, when he first launched Walmart, and like Ford, Walton became a billionaire as well. Now, just to be clear, not everyone who asks the miracle question becomes a billionaire. But if you can answer this one simple question correctly, success in business is virtually guaranteed. And conversely, if you fail to answer it correctly, failure is all but certain. Now, the miracle question has changed somewhat over the years, but the essence of it remains the same. I want to tell you what this question is, and more importantly, I want to help you answer it for your business. First, I'm going to ask you the miracle question. This is important, so you might want to grab a pen and paper so you can jot it down. Are you ready? This is big, right? This is probably the single most important question you will ever ask or answer about your company. Are you ready? Okay, here it goes. The miracle question is this: how do you plan to acquire customers at a profit? How do you plan to acquire customers at a profit? I'll ask that again a little bit differently. Do you know how your business will generate customers at a profit, or at least break even or better, right? Do you know how your business is going to be able to do that? Now, if you think about it, this is the single most important question that any marketer or business owner can answer. Because if you have an answer to this question, if you have an answer to this miracle question, if you can generate new customers at a profit, your business will grow. It will. It's not a question of if, it's simply a question of how much your business will grow. And so that's exactly what I want to show you how to do. I'm going to show you how to generate a constant supply of customers for your business at a profit. I'll say that again. Once you discover the secret that I'm about to reveal to you, you'll be able to acquire customers not at a loss, not at break even, but at a profit. You won't pay for traffic. Traffic will pay you. You won't pay for advertising. Advertising will begin to pay you. Now, and best of all, the answer to this miracle question is so simple that it can be written down on a single napkin. In fact, here's a picture of my napkin where I answered this question, just in case you don't believe me that it's true. Okay, here's the story. First off, my name is Ryan Deiss. I'm the co-founder and CEO of digitalmarketer.com, which is a marketing research firm out of Austin, Texas. And in the last 36 months, we've invested over $15 million of our own money on marketing tests, generated tens of millions of unique visitors, sent well over 1 billion permission-based emails, and run approximately 3,000 split and multivariate tests, all in our own businesses. And I think that's important because I don't really like to brag about money, and you'll definitely never see a picture of me in front of some, fancy sports car like a lot of the quote-unquote gurus like to do. But I've done well, all right? I've done well. More importantly, my companies have done well. They've done very, very well. Last year, the revenues from the businesses that I personally own or have a majority stake in topped $30 million. Now, that's not an income claim, and I'm not saying that you'll be able to repeat my results. I'm simply telling you that so that you know that this is real, that I am real, that I actually do this stuff, and I do it in a lot of different markets. Everything from the beauty market to menswear to survival and preparedness to finance and financial advice and industrial supplies, even do-it-yourself and home improvement, plus a few more that I can't really mention publicly. And if you were to add in the companies that I have a minority stake in or that I consult with, well, that $30 million number would be much, much higher. It wasn't always like this. I wasn't always considered a marketing expert, and I certainly haven't always had a portfolio of successful businesses that I either started or acquired, far from it. The year was 2006, and I was sitting at a bar in Dallas, Texas. My business was stuck. Some months it made enough to cover my bills, some months it didn't. Maybe if you're a business owner, you can relate to that. Well, I don't know about you, but I was tired, I was frustrated, and I felt like a failure. And I was scared. I was really scared because it wasn't just about me anymore. I had a mortgage, a wife, and a brand new baby boy at home. So I had to figure something out. I had to. So there I sat, racking my brain, trying to figure out what I could do to break through to the next level, to actually experience what real security felt like, even real wealth. I went through dozens of scenarios that night. I even considered just shutting everything down and getting a quote unquote real job like my friends had. But a couple hours in, about halfway through my third drink, epiphany struck. I borrowed a pen from the bartender and began scribbling frantically on the only thing I could find, a used cocktail napkin. The doodle that materialized on that napkin literally changed my life. Finally, I had a system. Finally, I had a blueprint. Finally, I had a plan. And I knew it was simple, right? It was so simple that even I could do it. And you see, that's important because I'm not a brilliant businessman. I didn't even go to business school. I'm also not a brilliant marketer, and I'm scared to death of selling. I'm not a traffic genius, and I can barely even spell SEO. But what I have, thanks to that night at the bar, is a formula. More importantly, it's a formula that answers the most important question of all, the single most important question that any marketer or business owner can answer, and that's the miracle question that I just asked you a moment ago. And I know it works because I've applied it to literally dozens of businesses. Again, everything from beauty to menswear to survival and preparedness, finance, industrial supplies, do-it-yourself home improvement, and dozens more. Literally, pretty much any type of market you can think of, and I'll show you some of them in a bit, we've applied this model to, and it's worked. So I know it works, and I know it's simple. It has to be simple if it's going to fit on a single napkin, which is what it does. I'm going to show you what I wrote on that napkin. But first, let's talk about you. Your business has a problem. You need more customers, right? Unfortunately, these cherished customers rarely find their way to you all on their own, and that's where marketing comes in, or at least that's where it's supposed to come in, right? Putting the right message in front of the right person at the right time. It sounds so logical, right? But that's far easier said than done. It doesn't work that way most of the time. And it certainly isn't free to accomplish what I just described, right? So what's the secret? How do you do it? How do you grow your business today? Well, it's simple. You must have an answer to the miracle question that I just asked. This is everything to your business because once you have this answer, once you know how to invest $1 to get a new customer and get more than $1 back, you'll never worry again, right? Business growth is simply an investment. It's simply trading dimes for dollars. That's it. Your business will grow. It's simple math if you know how to do what I just described. And fortunately for you, I'm going to show you how to do it. I'm going to answer the miracle question for your business. I'm going to give you a plan. And once you have this plan, you'll be able to acquire customers not at a loss, not at break even, but at a profit. And once it's built, the entire thing runs on autopilot like a machine. It's beautiful. Now, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. There is no such thing as a traffic problem. This is one of the biggest myths in marketing today. Everybody wants to know how they could get more traffic, right? How can I get more traffic? Well, traffic's not an issue. If you have the right strategy, you can get all the traffic you want and more. So there's no such thing as a traffic problem. It's a commodity. It's available. It's out there. You just go grab it. The problem is you need a strategy to get it, and you need a strategy to get it at a profit. So what you really need more than anything else, aside from any traffic hack or anything like that, is you need a customer getting strategy. And that's exactly what I'm about to give you. A way to get paid to generate traffic and customers. And that's why I created the Napkin Project. Now, I realize that the Napkin Project may be kind of a funny, even a little bit silly, ridiculous of a name, but if you remember my story from earlier, that's how all of this began for me, literally on the back of a napkin. That napkin was a turning point for me in my business because it was on that humble napkin that I first answered the miracle question for my business. And now I want you to have a napkin that's all your own. In other words, I want you to have a simple, repeatable plan for acquiring customers at a profit. Because I know once you have this, your business will grow. It's not a question of if, it's simply a question of how much. It's simple math. The Napkin Project is a step-by-step program where I walk you through all the steps of crafting a napkin for your business. When you're finished, you'll have a step-by-step plan for generating new customers at a profit. Now look, I've wasted a lot of money trying to figure this out. Over $15 million in marketing tests to be more precise, and over 3,000 variations and split tests. So figuring this out wasn't cheap, and it certainly wasn't easy. Fortunately, you're about to get a shortcut. You see, unlike all the other so-called, quote-unquote experts out there talking about traffic and conversion funnels and marketing and stuff like that, We actually do this stuff right here. Digital marketer, me, my team, we do this stuff for businesses large and small, both our own portfolio companies and for a few select clients, from local mom and pop businesses to massive Fortune 500 companies across literally dozens of markets, such as local marketing businesses, language courses, dental practices, resume services. We even have a client in the kite surfing business, hormone treatments, truck bed liners, weight loss, college planners, e-commerce sites that sell essential oils, insurance marketing, real estate investors, relationship experts, matchmaking services, personal development, consulting services. You get the idea. The point is, we've tested this in a lot of different markets, so we know that it works. And in the Napkin Project, you'll see exactly how we do it. Not only will you get a behind-the-scenes look at our own conversion funnels and our own napkins, you'll also get a step-by-step instruction detailing how you can implement these concepts in your business. Now, each step is designed to be completed in 72 hours, but you can move faster or slower if you like. The very first step, step number 1, we're going to define your core offer. And this is important. This is where it all begins. We want to begin with the end in mind. So what do you ultimately want to sell? What's your core flagship product? So you'll get clarity on what you should be offering your customers and prospects. And more importantly, you'll determine the exact sequence you should be making those offers. You see, sequence in selling is everything, and most of the businesses that we work with, the problem isn't their message, the problem isn't the products they're selling, the problem is that they're offering them in the wrong sequence. They're asking for too much too early on in the relationship. So a lot of the no's you're likely getting today should be getting yeses. And it's step 2 where we're going to get a whole lot more yeses, because this is where we're going to splinter what we call the tripwire offer off of your core offer. Now, your front-end offer, what we call the tripwire, is the fuel that allows your customer getting machine to run. This is the fuel that drives it, all right? And in this step, you'll get a 5-step checklist so you know, beyond the shadow of a doubt, that you're making the right offer at the right time in the relationship, that you're not asking for too much early on, that you're not asking for, that you're not proposing marriage on the first date, in other words, right? This is where we turn the no's into the yeses. You'll also get a behind-the-scenes look at some of my tripwire offers, plus other examples you can model for your business. In step 3, we'll splinter your lead magnet off of your tripwire offer. So this is when we start converting, strangers into friends, right? The lead magnet, it's that entry point for your napkin. So it's vital that you get it right. This is really important. It's that very first step. That's why I'm giving you my 8-point lead magnet checklist. Check all 8 boxes and you'll have a winner. You'll have a winning lead magnet that gets you leads, I guarantee it. In steps 4 through 6, we'll build landing pages, thank you pages, sales pages, and order forms, but nothing will be from scratch. You'll get all our tested and proven templates and swipe files, so even if you're brand new and you've never built a web page before, literally, if you've never written a single word of sales copy in your entire life, you'll be just fine. Okay? You'll be just fine because you got all of our templates there to guide you. In step 7, we're going to run that initial traffic test to your offer and see if we're answering that miracle question of, are we generating customers at a profit? This is where the rubber meets the road, and this is when it gets exciting, because this is when the traffic, leads, and sales will finally start flowing into your business. We'll show you how we leverage Facebook for cheap, targeted test clicks. So Facebook isn't everything, but we like to start there. And we do it without resorting to lame, dishonest, black hat tricks and hacks that a lot of people are teaching these days, right? We only teach scalable methods that work today and will work tomorrow. Steps 8 through 10 are all about maximizing your profit, because at this point, you will have made a profit. You'll get 3 copy and paste email campaigns that increase sales from the leads and the customers that you already have. Plus, you'll see how it's possible to double the value of every customer you have coming into your door today, without having, by the way, to create any additional products. I realize that product creation and R&D can be expensive and time-consuming. I want you to maximize your profits immediately, so we'll give you some strategies to do that without creating additional products. By the time you're finished with this project, you will have a tested and proven funnel receiving cheap, targeted traffic and generating leads and customers on demand. In other words, you'll have an answer to the miracle question. Now, look, I'm not going to pitch you on this. At this point, you either see the importance of having a customer getting strategy that pays you or you don't. It's really up to you. But if you get it and you know you want a napkin for your business, then here's what you need to do next. Your investment to join the Napkin Project is only $95. That's it. Not $95 a month, not even $95 a year. Just one payment of $95 today gets you lifetime membership into the Napkin Project, and you can architect, design, and build as many napkins as you want. Now, why so affordable? Look, I realize I could charge much more for this training. In fact, in the past, you had to pay at least $1,000 just to get access to the core of this information. And our clients regularly pay $15,000 to $25,000 to have us craft a napkin for them. But I want to price this so I know that literally anyone, no matter where you are in business, can afford this training. You see, I know you need it. Without a customer getting strategy, without an answer to the miracle question, without a napkin, your business will stay stuck. It won't grow. You won't be able to generate traffic on demand, and at best, you'll be dependent upon affiliates, the Google gods, or someone else for your existence. And that's no way to run a business. You don't want to be dependent upon someone else. You need to have total control. You need to be able to generate customers and demand. You need to be able to flip the switch of business growth. So here's what you need to do next. Click the Add to Cart button below and join the Napkin Project. You'll get immediate access to the members area, and if you follow the steps I lay out, you'll have a customer getting Napkin fully deployed, bringing in traffic, leads, and sales in less than 30 days. Just click the Add to Cart button below to join the Napkin Project, and seriously, let's get started. We can get started. The members area is right on the other side, and you could start architecting and building your napkin today. And in case you're wondering, yes, there is a guarantee. Like everything we offer at Digital Marketer, you have a full 60 days, which is more than enough time to go through the training and fully implement what you learn. If for any reason in that time you want to bow out of the program, just send me an email and I'll issue you a full and prompt refund. No questions asked. Obviously, I don't think you'll need it, but I want you to know it's there just in case. But at the end of the day, this is going to produce a positive ROI for you. It's going to produce a positive return on your investment, or you get your investment back. It's as simple as that. Okay, we're coming to the end now. Go ahead, click the Add to Cart button below, and join the Napkin Project. Seriously, I want you to do this. It's important to your business, and you can't get access to this type of information anywhere else. No one else is even talking about the miracle question, much less answering it. So let's answer it for your business. Go ahead, click the Add to Cart button below, and I'll see you on the other side. Now, in case you're wondering, here's how our good friends Henry and Sam asked the miracle question of their little businesses. For Henry, it was, how can I make a car that every man can afford? That was the way that he asked the miracle question. And for Sam, it was, at what price could I sell a huge number of these things, whatever the widgets are that he was trying to sell? That was his miracle question. Now, like I said, while these questions may seem a bit different, they were in fact addressing the exact same thing. Customer acquisition. Customer acquisition. This is the key component of business. Those who can acquire customers, ideally at break even or better, ideally at a profit, those who can acquire customers are the ones who win, and everybody else fights for the scraps. So these men successfully answered their miracle questions. They grew massive businesses and became billionaires as a result. Now it's time for you to answer your miracle question. So join the Napkin Project and let's do just that. Again, my name is Ryan Dice from digitalmarketer.com, and I'll see you on the inside.